I've got all these turkeys set up on spikes that I drove through this 2x6, and then I lag bolted that onto these sawhorses here, you can see. So I'm going to move over a little bit, and I'm going to try to drive the bullet through all these turkeys. I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how well it's going to work. Some guys are telling me you're going to need more turkeys. So what's your language? Hello and welcome back to the Way to Native Chronicles. What we're going to do today is answer an important question that's on everybody's mind. How many frozen turkeys can a 45-120 penetrate? Now we're rather fortunate today because a friend of mine, he knows I trap, and he had a freezer go dead on him and then refreeze these turkeys. So he says, Don, come over here and take all these turkeys off my hand. So I was going to use them just for coyote bait, but then I thought, you know, this is a great time to test the concept of bullet penetration with a 45-120. Now you might not be familiar with a 45-120, but it's quite a cartridge. Let me just pull one out for you, and just so you get a quick look. That's about twice the length of a 45-70. And it's a 535 grain cast bullet in there. I cast these out of wheel weight, so the hardness is around 15 BHN. So we're going to take this cartridge, and I have a Ruger number 1 custom chambered for 45-120. So Ruger never chambered these rifles for that round, so this is special. It's got a heavy Douglas barrel on it. You can see that. It's my pride and joy. We get this gun out in the bush all the time, even though some people say it's too nice to shoot. But it's a wonderful game getter. Drops moose like a ton of bricks. So what I'm going to do is take this rifle. I've got all these turkeys set up on spikes that I drove through this 2x6, and then I lag bolted that onto these sawhorses here, you can see. So I'm going to move over a little bit, and I'm going to try to drive the bullet through all these turkeys. I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how well it's going to work. Some guys are telling me you're going to need more turkeys. So to me that looks like a man's task right there, getting through 8 turkeys. That's solid frozen meat there. I gotta remind you, eh? So really, how many turkeys could this bullet drive through? It's a hard bullet, so put your bets down now, and we'll see who guesses the results of this. It's not something you're gonna see very often. After I shoot these turkeys, of course, they're gonna be going as coyote bait, so nothing's really going to waste. It's not very often you get 8 frozen turkeys, so we gotta make good use of them, right? So, also, before we start here, if you enjoy this content, check out the other stuff on our channel here, and subscribe if you can. It really helps us out. But that said, let's get set up here, and I got a slow motion camera, not really slow, about half speed, set up to film these turkeys as I shoot. So we're going to get the full results, and we'll maybe be able to see what kind of damage is done. So let's just get on to the shooting part. Let's do this. The hair, straggly hair there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down quite low in order to line up through these turkeys, okay? So I want to drive a line right through them. Hopefully I don't hit any spikes, because that'll kind of well, won't invalidate the results, but I'd rather the bullet just goes right through. Now let's see if I got a good one in there. Yeah, right about here. Okay, so what do you think? That side opened up. Oh. Well, I'm glad that at least all the turkeys didn't fall off my stand, so it seems to have held them quite steady. Take a look here. Yeah, should be quite visible. Yeah. Let's take a look. Now, so the bullets start to deflect off. We're going to take another shot here, because the bullet hit here and it started to veer off. So I'm going to shoot a little bit more to the left next time, and see if this isn't. It did exit out here. It exited out here, and then just kept on going. So let's try another shot. These are my own reloads, by the way. I'll show you some load information on them later. About 1600 feet per second. 535 grain bullet. Cast out of real weight metal with a bit of linotype and some 50-50 solder to give it about 2% tin. So it's a little bit harder than real weight. And also to handle a velocity of 1600 feet per second, even though it's a plane-based bullet. It's a 457-321 Lyman, I think is the number. I put a gas check made out of beer cans on the base of the bullet. That makes a huge difference. So let's give this another shot. Maybe the bullet will travel straight through this time. Okay, let's see what happened this time. Okay, aimed a little bit higher. Okay, I think we're getting some results here. Coming to an answer to this question. See here the bullet entered, but it didn't get, so it went through 3 turkeys and got stopped in the 4th one. So there should be a bullet inside this turkey. Let's try it again. Yeah, I should stand on this side. What do you think? There's no damage to the ones past the 4th one. Okay, where should I place the next shot? Maybe I'll place the next shot a little bit lower. And I'm assuming too that the bullet isn't hitting a spike or something like that to skew the results. Okay, let's give it another shot. I'm going to try a shot low this time. Most meat on the turkey is down at the low position. Okay, let's see here. Okay, trying to miss those spikes. Let's see what we got here. If these were not frozen turkeys, I think it would be quite different. Okay, I blasted right through this guy. You can see here. So the last shot came in there, blasted through this turkey here, came out through that one, and it came out the bottom of this turkey. And see, 1, 2, 3, and I don't think it's almost like the bullet went underneath this turkey. Because I'll try another shot, and we should just take this stand and rotate it around, maybe shoot from the other side. Okay, so what we've done is, looks like I'm getting through 4 turkeys, and they're getting pretty shot up. See some shots of that. And so I pulled 4 turkeys off since the rear 4 have been damaged, and that'll give us some fresh meat to shoot at. Just to be sure that we're getting results that are correct here. Okay, so let's give this another shot here. These turkeys in the back are actually aligned a little bit better too, with a flat base on them. So it might get more consistent penetration. There we go. Let's see what happens with that. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. You know what? That's 3 turkeys only. I don't think it got through the 3rd one, eh?
I see the bullet went that way.
Oh, that's why. Okay. That makes a difference. Well, I think we're going to have to try another shot then. Hopefully we can get one to travel straight.
I saw.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give it another shot. I'm going to aim this one a little bit more to the left.
The last one moved.
Pretty good. What's that?
The last one moved.
Yeah, look, you can see the last one move?
Yeah.
Good.
I saw it wobble.
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Now, you can see where this one came through on this side. You can check it on this side here. But, you know, it didn't get through the... you're holding the camera so you can see where it is.
Must have just hit this one. It's embedded in there.
I think that the bullet is embedded in there.
Yeah.
So, you know, we could actually take some of these turkeys back and dig the bullet out if we can, but yeah, it's going to be hard work with that.
You have to thaw it out first.
Yeah. Well, that's quite something though. I mean, it answers the question. So, what do you think, folks? Is that a good test? I mean, it really answers the question of whether this, how much penetration a gun like this is going to give. It was just an excellent opportunity to give this a try. Frankly, I thought it was going to penetrate a little bit more, but really, I mean, that's frozen meat. It's like shooting through blocks of ice, basically. And maybe I shouldn't be that surprised. I think the guys who figured out I was going to need more turkeys were overestimating it a little bit. But really, this was a fun little shoot to do. And I think now we can assign these turkeys to being coyote bait. And I'm going to go back home, take a look at the results of this video a little bit carefully, and we'll wrap up a little bit perhaps once I'm back. So, well, I think that's it for today, folks. I appreciate you watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, share the channel. It really helps us out over here because we're not a big operation, just a mom and pop type of thing, and but we really enjoy what we do. So until next time, God bless from Way to Native Chronicles.
聞いて人でねがきひんけぶつでいきひんだつでうきょうつだ